how y'all doing for the session? Okay, so we're going to be talking about the new patch and my thoughts upon the new patch, or rather on it. So the first thing, let's get the most fun part out of the way, and that is the mechanic of wall crush. Now notice the name, yeah? Notice the name of this mechanic, wall crush. Okay, crush. So if you get hit onto the wall, shouldn't you get more damage? So that does 53 damage. Yeah, that did 53 damage. Oh wow, it did 53 damage here as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very boring mechanic if you ask me. So let's just go here again. I have to push him a lot. Alright, cool. There you go. So now, there you go, 53 damage. You can see that this doesn't do any damage. The wall, no, doesn't do any damage. To be honest with you, it shouldn't even be called wall crush, yeah, because there's no wall damage in there. There's nothing you get guaranteed. It's just a boring mechanic which I don't think anyone is ever going to use except those who have got this mechanic through a blockable move. So I'm going to show you that later on. So what they've effectively done is they've put in a new mechanic which is the most boring mechanic out of every single mechanic that they've put. You can get some subs from it as well, but even that, it's only for some characters, not others. Right, so as I said before, it shouldn't be called wall crush. It should just be called something like wall rebound or something like that. This is wall bounce, and you can see that does more damage. You see, 22 damage. But if I do this on its own, 21 damage. See what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's a very boring mechanic, and I don't think anyone ever can use it. I think those who just don't know much about the game and all that, they might use it. But you know, many high players, they're gonna see what you do as well. You got very good reactions. So this is gonna be tricky to hit offline anyway. But yeah, that's all that is. I think it should just be called like fake splat or something. Yeah, like fake splat, not even wall crush. Wall crush sounds way too cool for this kind of boring stuff. So now then, let's see what they did to Fa. So Fa, this doesn't guarantee anything anymore, and then they've done other things such as this. Used to do so much damage before. I don't like that change. Another change is this became minus 15 on block. So if I just put in one guard all, there you go, minus 15. So those changes I kind of don't really care about them. His rage is kind of nerfed. So yeah. And then they did this as well, so they've done this, which I don't really understand this. So yeah, that's what they've done. And then of course they've done this, so count hit is gone. This has lost a bit of its damage. This should do 25 damage, I think, or 20 damage. Yeah, 25 damage. Now it is 19. All of his laws are launch punishable, and this is also gone. So meaning that every single move that leads into a counter hit 4. They've taken that away. Now these updates have been making one thing clear to me more and more and more. They're being very biased with the characters. So if the like development team or the managers, the ones, you know, like Michael Murray and all that, who make these kind of patch notes and all that, if they like one character and don't like the next, then they're gonna just nerf them, which is a very bad thing. Now the team doesn't even play its own game, and how do I know that? Because these changes are dumb. They're very, very dumb. They don't make sense. Now if they actually played the game and played it how the streamers play the game, then they would understand what's their game about, what's going on with it, what changes actually need to happen and be afflicted. But no, they don't play their game. They just see what's going on in the tournament. Whoever wins, nerf that character. Whoever gets top 8, nerf that character. Arsalan said it as well, and it is a very true statement, a very sad statement, but very true. So now we can see that these characters that they like the most are Alyssa, and now Yoshimitsu is getting better, Jack, and let's see another one, yeah, Claudio hasn't ever really taken a hit. The only hit he ever took was 4-3, and even that, it became, you know, it became a high, but the 4-3 was now guaranteed. So, you know, but Alyssa has always been getting buffed. Asuka as well, always been getting buffed. Devil that was a good change. Now Jack as well, that was a good change. Yoshimitsu, okay, cool. I don't really care about Yoshimitsu, to be fair. The fact that they buffed him, I don't exactly understand it, but maybe he was needing a buff. They gave him so much unblockable as well, so to me it's a bit unfair, but is whatever. So that kind of change is doable, fair enough. But Jack did need a buff, so that's nice. And Gigas as well, okay, cool. So now they've buffed those characters and they've nerfed Fa. And they've only nerfed him because like the top 8 and so on. It wasn't even that bad before. And the biggest change that I see from Fa is, can you see that? So if I do another one, see that? It doesn't high crush anymore. So it doesn't high crush anymore. That means that I can't exactly do that around start anymore. So let's see a good move. Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. See that? It's always getting punched now. It's not high crushing anymore, so yeah. Sad thing, but it is what it is. Even though it goes down, still doesn't high crush. So these are the changes, and they're really bad. I can understand them nerfing Fa, fair enough. But the fact that they had to take his standing 4 away, make always launch punchable on block, is horrendous to me. So these are the things that are really boring, and it takes away creativity of a character, because now Fa has become quite boring, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So now if I get someone behind their back, I barely get anything anymore. The only really thing I get is this. That's it. Whereas other characters, they get all of this. Look at that. See? But yeah, man, that's all it is. The game is becoming more boring and boring. There's really nothing that is really kind of made me go, wow, that's awesome. It just kind of taking the game and throwing it to hell. So that's what it is. Last thing I'll show you is the fact that this mechanic is really unfair as well. So if you take someone like Claudio, okay, cool. Now, the first thing I'm gonna say is that when it comes to a game, being unfair in the game is okay, you can do that. However, being too unfair in a game will make the whole game crash, and many people will go away from the game. So if you look at this now, watch, you see that plus 21. How fast is it? Oh, it's literally 13 frames, and this is very easy to do though. You can literally spam it. You see that? I can literally spam it. So pretty much they've given him sort of an electric at the wall. A 13 frame electric. Now, why would I ever want to use this wall crush when I've got electric myself anyway? See what I'm saying? And fair enough, the knockback on block doesn't really do anything like the wall crush, or I should say fake crush, but you know, the wall splat is good. See, and I'm plus 5 as well, so these are really good benefits for myself. But that's what it is. It's became really boring, you know. It's become really biased, boring, and just not it, man. So that's why I've been a bit too kind of I'll say like a bit absent from the game after the new patch fell down. But yeah, that's what it is. You know, I'll just pretty much see how things go from here. But anyways, yeah, that's all I want to say. I'll see you in the next video. We'll be talking about a few things as well. Kind of held off for a long time. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Alright then. See ya.